and welcome to today's Novedge webinar, Discover Artlantis RT2, the new software. Artlantis RT2 is a brand new application built from scratch. It has a redesigned interface and rendering engine, compatible with Artlantis 2021 and even the earlier version. Resulting in accelerated rendering performance. You just have to see to believe it, and I'm glad this is the right place where you get a complete overview of the new RT2. Today's webinar presenter, Christopher Cellier, is the Chief Product Officer at Studio Base 2, maker of Artlantis RT2. He is a technology enthusiast with a strong focus on product development. He works closely with the R&D team to build innovative products. And here's where you can find Artlantis RT2 on our catalog. Just visit novedge.com. Novedge is changing the way designers purchase 3D software, offering more choices, more freedom, best advice, and faster service. Check us out and call us if you need to. We're always on the phone. And now, without further ado, I'm going to switch to Christopher's screens.
Perfect. Okay. So thank you for the invitation. Hello, everybody. So I'm Chris. I'm an architect normally, and I'm working for a Studio Base 2 company. I'm the CPO of the company. And we developed this new version from scratch. So this is a totally brand new software. You don't have to compare Artlantis. Oops, sorry. I moved a little. Yeah, we're good like that. You don't have to compare Artlantis RT² with other version because we totally coded this version from scratch without keeping anything of Artlantis old versions. This is why we choose to change the name for RT². I will explain you what it means later. And I will give you more detail about the RT2 part of the name during the presentation. So first of all, I have to tell you that we kept the Artlantis philosophy, which is simplicity, efficiency, and speed. We keep this on mind when we developed, when we coded this new version. Artlantis is always an Artlantis. It means that from any 3D model, you will dress it with shaders, with 3D object, and with light, and you will test your design in the lights. As I told you before, Artlantis has been coded back from scratch. It means that everything is new from the base to the UX and the UI. So the UX is the user experience. You will see in all the screen capture and the direct demonstration that everything has changed. First of all, as you can see on the two screen captures, up to 78% of your screen is available for your project. And you will find almost no settings and no list. We really want to make it very simple for you. And we also now propose a double UI by a dark mode and a light mode, as you can see on the two different screenshots. In some cases, you can go to 78% of your screen located on your project. Of course, we have to speak about imports. In Artlantis, you will import any 3D models, but we develop plugins for large majorities of modelers, such as Revit, SketchUp, ArchiCAD, or Vectorworks. For SketchUp users, you can import directly your SketchUp models in Artlantis RT². You also can import 3ds model files. The first thing you're going to do in Artlantis is creating, point of view. It's a mix-up in French. It's point of view. So first of all these point of views are created from a single and unique Artlantis RT² file. You can create an unlimited number of cameras, and all of these cameras are lockable. We invited a new camera named Free Camera that will help you to move in your project to create some detail or give some detail on your project. If you have cameras in your 3D model, of course, we're going to import them directly in Artlantis. So why do we decide to name it Artlantis RT²? We have to take a few minutes to explain it. First of all, the name is written RT², but we can pronounce RT or RT2. But it's just when you write it that we write it RT². Why do we choose RT²? RT means in French révolution technique, or technical revolution in English. And this is because we have created Artlantis RT from scratch, as I told you before, by using a new engine. To go on, we will take a few minutes to speak about the market of rendering solution. There are two different kind of products. On one hand, real-time solution, such as Twinmotion or Enscape, which offer very fast created images, but with not enough detail to be considered as photorealistic images. But these images created with this solution are fully acceptable by 80% of architects or interior designers. On the other hand, there are ray tracing solutions such as 3ds Max, Maxwell Render, or C4D. These solutions create very good images, but they have lots of settings. The computer configuration must be very high. Most of them work only on PC, and the time to render images is very long. For instance, while I was working as an architect, I use Maxwell Render as a software, and it took several days to create good image. Till now, Artlantis has always been in the second team, and here is our revolution. Artlantis RT² is the first Artlantis ever to work in a real-time process. And by the way, one of the few working on Mac and PC as well. So for real-time images, we are using the GPU of your computer. It will create images instantly. Artlantis can display images instantly, of course. With our real-time solution, we can forget those times when architects' PCs were locked while rendering images. All images are instantly calculated. The 8 images on the slide have been created in less than 27 seconds, sorry. So all these 8 images are created from a unique Artlantis file. And I think we're good with this one. So our Artlantis RT name comes from our technical revolution with our real-time solution. But RT also means ray tracing. And this is one part of our revolution. By using the CPU of your computer, we can create high-quality images. It will take just a few minutes to create them. For instance, on this slide, you can see a full HD image rendered in 2 minutes. This second RT solution is a game-changing in your rendering software solution because we are the only solution that provide real-time and ray trace on Mac and on PCs. And it took me just 2 minutes to create these full images. We have to speak about ray trace. We optimize the ray trace rendering. Instead of a long explanation, I prefer to show you a simple example. Artlantis 2021 took 3 minutes and 40 seconds to create this scene. Artlantis RT² took only 40 seconds. So it's 5 times faster than our previous version. And to conclude, about rendering, last comparison between a ray trace image and a real-time image created from the same scene, of course. As you can see, shadows are more softened, in a ray trace image, but it needs to be calculated. So far, I have just presented still images, but we can also create panoramas with Artlantis while launching images saving. Of course, panoramas can be created as a ray trace image or a real-time image. When you're going to create a panoramas, you're going to have an extended Latin cross format will be saved on your computer, and you can share it on a platform named iVisit. This platform is included in the contract services. I will explain you later. So I have to get off Keynote just to present this. So this is iVisit.com. It's a website, it's a platform on which I can upload the panoramas created in Artlantis. And as you can see, I can create like a virtual visit of your building. And of course, you can share it directly with your clients. iVisit is included with the services contract of Artlantis RT², and it's included. It includes 10 giga of data directly on iVisit. I will go back to my presentation for other slides. So we have to speak about the MediaStore, of course, of Artlantis. We have almost 6,000 medias available. All these medias are certified medias by the size or the textures and this MediaStore is totally integrated in Artlantis RT². I will show you in a few seconds. We directly integrated it in Artlantis, so you don't have to open a new window and kind of find all your medias you want and download it. It's directly in Artlantis. And there is one point that is very new in Artlantis MediaStore. You can use it unlimitedly. Sorry, it's hard to say for a French guy, unlimitedly. And of course, if you don't want if you want, to buy something on the MediaStore, you can use directly your credits. So just a little animation about how to use the MediaStore. For instance, I'm looking for a tile for the floor. So I'm gonna select the shaders, and I'm looking for a tile, but I can directly type in the search field, and I can drag and drop directly the tile in my scene. And as you can see, the scene is directly updated. Before showing you all of this feature directly, I have one more thing to say. So far, we've seen quite a few screenshots. Some of you may have noticed, but when I showed you all these images at the beginning of the presentation, I made it clear that these screenshots belong all to a single project. What does that mean? In Artlantis RT², you can use unlimited variation. There is no need to juggle between multiple files when presenting several solutions to your clients. Thanks to the visibilities option, a single file is all you need to manage different variation. Artlantis RT² is the only renderer on the market to propose this kind of tool. So how does it work? You're gonna open a scene, and in the scene, you're gonna import your variation proposition. It's full agility. It's totally agile. It means that we can work on your imports. You can use a variation on your groups and on your layers, and even on your 3D objects. So I will show you directly in 3D in the software, but it's very useful for you when you want to present multiple variation of your project directly in your scene. You can import them, and you're gonna switch between the different propositions. All these images has been created on a single Artlantis RT² file, in which I imported the two different ArchiCAD files. The last slide for the features, the licenses has been totally created from scratch as well. The licenses are full floating. It means that you don't have to insert your license number in Artlantis RT². You just have to link your Artlantis number in your Studio Base 2 ID, and so you will be able to share this license up to 2 persons. So it's up to 3 shares because there is the owner of the license, and he can share it with 2 other people. It's very useful for you because you can logged in with your Studio Base 2 ID on your computer. And for instance, you have another computer, so you just have to close Artlantis on your first computer and logged in with your Studio Base 2 account on your other computer, and you will find directly your license. Of course, we only propose Artlantis to sell. And if you want, you can buy some multiple seats licenses, of course. Just before showing you everything in live, I just have to speak about the services contract. When you buy Artlantis, you buy a services contract for 12 months. You will have all updates during 12 months. You will have directly the technical support. You will be able to use the e-learning. This is a web platform on which you're going to find some videos and the manual. This e-learning is included in the services contract. It will be available later this year. I'm working on it every day, and normally it's going to be launched during maybe December, I think. With your services contract, you will get unlimited access to the MediaStore. You will have iVisit access to. You will have access, to iVisit web platform. You have an unlimited number of projects, unlimited number of share, and you have just 10 giga of storage, and it's already available. Sorry, my slide is not updated. So I'm gonna show you all this directly. I have to find my Artlantis. So I'm in Artlantis, and as you can see, the UX is totally different from older version. So how can I import something in Artlantis? It's very simple. I just have to go in the file menu and select import. I will select, for instance, a project that is on my desktop. So the project is imported in Artlantis, and now I can place it directly in the scene. And as you can see, my project is directly in the scene. Of course, I can move the project in the scene. I can move it in 3D directly. I can maybe turn it because the north is that way. Okay. As you can see, we have an unlimited ground. So I can just select the position of my project. And I will show it. After, I can dress the project directly, and I will use, of course, the MediaStore. I want to find some loan. So I want to use it. I can drag and drop the loan directly in the 3D scene. And as you can see, it's already updated. I can select like a wood, sorry, I don't have the English word for that, but I'm gonna find some wood to put it on the facade. I have to select this one. I want to select this one, and I will drop it directly. Of course, if I want to change the sun or the environment, I can try it directly, and it will be displayed directly. So as you can see, the root texture I used on the facade is a little bit too small for me. Of course, I can change the size of the texture. I can write it in the field, or I can change it directly by using my mouse. Once I created, I trust my project, I can create some cameras. So I can select the ratio of my cameras, the field of view of my camera. I can, of course, correct the exposition, and I can select the ratio of my camera. Once all of this is set, I can just lock my camera because I don't want to lose it if I want to move my camera. So if I want to now move my camera, I can just use the free camera. And as you can see, of course, I can move directly. I just have to select some concrete to put it on the project. Okay, I think I want to use this one. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, oh, it's too small for me. I want to make it bigger. Okay, I will go back to my camera. And now I just want to add like 3D, maybe a 3D tree in the object. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, I want to use this one. So as you can see, I just have to select it and drop it directly in my scene. And that's it. And it will be updated in a few seconds. And I will have the sorry, I didn't drag and drop this. And I think we're going to be good in a few. So while I was preparing this presentation, I create another project in the file. And as you can see, I already have some point of views that are created. I can switch between the different point of views. And this is why I want to show you this project today. I can switch between the variation of the project very easily. How does it work? I just have to select the variation I want to see in my point of view. And as you can see, I will be able to switch during the different variation very easily. And if I want to create an image of this point of view, I just have to go in this little window. The window is opened on my second computer. I just have to check for all the information. For instance, the project I want to display, the cameras I want to use, the environment, and the engine I want to use, or the real-time engine, or the ray trace engine. I will select the real-time one to go faster during the presentation. Just have to select after the kind of image I want, if it's a still image or a panorama image. I want to have a still one. The dimension of the image, the path in which the image will be created, and I want to create another version of this image by just using the other project. And now I will create both of this image directly. I just want to change the path. I will save them on my desktop, and the other one, I want to save them as well on my desktop. Up. Okay. And now I will click on render all, and it will take not that much. And that's it, it's done. All my 2 images are created on my desktop. You have the first one and the second one. And as you can see, it took me less than 1 second, I think, to create all these images. So I hope that my presentation was clear. If you have any question, I just want to display this this slide. If you have any question, feel free to ask to our partner. But if you have any other question, feel free to contact us with this public email, contact@studiobase2.com. We will be very happy to answer you as soon as we can. Do we have any question, or are we good now?
We don't have any question yet, but I'll give everybody a few seconds to gather their courage to ask. Although you gave an outstanding presentation and you made it look super easy and super fast. I'm very impressed. I'm going to take the screen back and show everybody where they can get their Artlantis license, and call us as well for information and configuration, transition from 2021 to the new license. So we'll be able to help you navigate the transition. And who better than Christopher to give us an overview of this new product today. Thank you so much, Christopher. I just want to remind everybody that you can always contact Novedge at any time. Our phone number is displayed on every page, basically, and Novedge is changing the way designers purchase 3D software, offering more choices, more freedom, and best advice. Thank you again, and I urge everybody to show this to their colleagues and friends, and show our Artlantis is really revolutionary, like Christopher said. Have a great rest of the day, everybody, and thank you again, Christopher, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.